What's up guys, it's Henry and WR3 here with a new video for you today. Today we're going to do a different kind of review, which I might use in the future, and it's a just looking at all three of the different engines that came out with the Start Your Engines free packs. We're going to do a review on all of them at one time and just look at the qualities and which ones I honestly believe that you should get. Either way guys, let's have no further ado and we'll look at Philip and his freight cars that came in Philip's pack. Either way, if you didn't know, Start Your Engines came out in February. It's a Season 19 DVD, and it's worth a watch, so I highly recommend it. Either way, guys, we have Philip here. It's a nice little Philip character. I don't know if he's my favorite, though, out of all the different ones being made. He does have a lot of details, like the lamp right there in the back. Has his handrails painted in, and he even has details on top of his cab. But I believe the light should have been colored in right there. His front looks very bland. It has flat buffers and everything. It sort of takes away from the model, but he does seem like very flat compared to other engines. And I don't really like that per se. I know he's a smaller engine, but he looks more long and flat than short and tall, if that makes sense, compared to how he normally looks. Anyway, that's Philip, and then we'll take a look at his cars. For some reason, they gave him Blue Mountain Quarry cars. I really don't know why, but I really like these cars a lot. With some nice cargo loads in them that we can actually see on the railway. So I really do like these cars a whole lot. Now then, we're going to also take a look at our first coaches in the range, but we're going to take a look at Spencer and his coach first. We'll save the coach for last and take a look at Spencer here. He has some nice decals, which I think they're all. I know this is a sticker, but I don't think these are the ribbons on top, which is very nice indeed. Nice, happy Spencer. Let me just take out the tender. It's getting hazardous. Anyway, he has some very nice details for what they're doing. Just minuscule details though. And then we also have his tender. These are stickers. These are stickers right there. I can admit that. But they do look very nice on Spencer. And he does give that Royal Spencer vibe as Royal Spencer. But now, let's look at his coach. Alright. What the... Alright, my coach has a dent on the roof. Can you see that? Please help me. Yeah, you can see barely the way the light hits it. But a dent on the roof. It's probably like a plastic mold is what I want to believe it is. But if that's a dent, like an actual dent, and it's not part of the molding, that is unacceptable, Fisher-Price. Just going to say that. Either way, on the sides, it does look very nice. And the coach does look very nice. It's very smaller. It's smaller than what I would normally think of. And this end comes out farther. I don't know why. But I have some bad news, guys. This side, the front, the other side right here, this back side, and even the top is stickers. Now then, I understand why they use stickers, but I do believe for a coach, stickers should not be allowed. I mean, on these trucks, for example, Philip, those are printed on there. Why can't we just have printed on coaches? Because this is the first time we've had coaches in the line. You're trying to make a good impression on the coaches, and they're stickers. I don't really understand that. Anyway, let's get Spencer back, his coach, and put him back on the line. And then one of the items I was actually looking forward to is Red versus Blue, Thomas. And we're going to take a look at Thomas before Annie and Clarabel. He does have some football gear on him and some confetti on him. And it's all over, even on the top, which I think is really nice because normally the top is left out. Especially the roof is normally left out. Wait, some very nice stuff added. Again, but though with Thomas, it's just one giant sticker on the side tank, I believe. So it is a little bit sad that is, but it's understandable. Alright. Let's put Thomas aside here, and we'll look at Annie and Clarabel. And guys, I have some sad news to report. Even though Annie and Clarabel Annie does have a nice face, has some happy passengers, even details on the roof. And then if we look at Clarabel, happy passengers again, roof's decorated. Clarabel's face looks amazing on these coaches. Again, the same thing with Spencer's private coach. All the details on these two coaches are stickers, including their faces. Their faces, everyone. I don't believe the faces, unless if it's a troublesome truck, I don't believe the faces of any main characters should be stickers. I believe they should be molded on there, or at least printed on them at the very least. But one thing I dislike about Annie and Clarabel, which I have to admit, besides the stickers, is that they're special celebration coaches. And what I mean by this is that this is the first time we've had Annie and Clarabel in the Trackmaster 2.0 range. And for the first time we get them is confetti all over them. And we haven't heard any word of normal Annie and Clarabels being made. And I really don't like that, as our only Annie and Clarabels in this range are confetti. So, for example, if I wanted to make my own stories up, Annie and Clarabel had to be coming from some celebration. Otherwise, it just look a little tacky. Now then, let's get into my final reviews on these three engines as a whole, and which ones I would recommend buying if I saw them in the stores. Now then, if I saw these engines in the stores, this is what I would do. I would get Philip first. I literally got Philip months, and when I say this, I mean months before Spencer and Thomas. Like, I got Philip back in January, I got Thomas and Spencer back in June. That tells you the huge difference. And I was honestly waiting for these to go down on sale, and then I finally decided to get them because I was worried that they were going to start selling out and not having any more. I honestly recommend Philip highly. Philip is a new character, so he's new to the range, and his trucks are pretty nice indeed. They're not cheaply made, and they come with some pretty nice cargo pieces. Now then, for Spencer and Thomas, I do believe, honestly, they should have been replaced in the sets. It's very nice to have the coaches for the first time in the series. But Thomas's Annie and Clarabel is special celebration coaches, and I believe that we should have normal coaches before we have special edition coaches. This applies to the Flying Scotsman, as I've been seeing his steam clouds are over him, and I do believe a normal version should have been made and then have racing put in front for the steam cloud version and just sell them separately. I think that would have been a nice money gimmick ploy to get two different versions of Flying Scotsman and let children decide which ones they want and let collectors get both of them. And then Spencer's coach, it's just stickers again. It's a very nice coach, don't get me wrong, and I really do love the looks of it, but I don't like that stickers. If I did recommend another one though, it'd be hard to choose. I do like Spencer's details, and he does look very grand with the bunting and the plaques on the side, and his coach is very nice. But at the same time, Thomas, you get Annie and Clarabel for the first time in the series. Honestly, guys, I'd probably just recommend Philip, though. Philip's my favorite, but I wouldn't put these two completely down. It's pretty nice to have some coaches in the line, so I'd recommend them, mainly for the coaches on them, if we're being honest, because I do have quite a lot of Thomases already. Like, I'm nearing the count to 20, if we're being honest. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I've helped you out with some reviews. Either way, have a good one.